Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hope you're doing well today. So happy to be back in studio without running around with my head cut off like a chicken, trying to get here, going there, trying to get back to be with this fur baby because he's so dependent. Yes, and I'm dependent on him too, in a very human-like kind of way. But anyway, nevertheless, we shall be speaking about this subject around Netflix and this documentary with Harry and Meghan. It looks like they are grasping for straws, trying to find a way to get their finances in line, because they definitely are struggling, because they are grasping for things that they have no business grasping for. And can you imagine the backlash that will come from it? Yeah, this Princess Diana documentary that Harry and Meghan looks like they may be doing for Netflix as part of their first look deal. That's what we're talking about. So let's get into it. Before I go into today's episode, I want to give a recommendation to a photographer that supported me when I came to England for my first meet and greet. He did a great job with the event, and he has started his own YouTube channel around some struggles that he is dealing with cancer. It's called Surviving Cancer and Chemotherapy Story. I will leave a link to this bio in the description, and I would ask that you consider subscribing to his channel. He is an excellent videographer. He does really great work, and he is channeling his journey surviving cancer and all the things that he has gone through, and it could be very inspiring for some of you out there who have talked to me about your struggles with health and cancer. And I believe that it would be rewarding to watch this. It's how to think and act like a winner, even if you are facing life-threatening and challenging situations. So give it a look and let me know your thoughts on his channel, and please do consider subscribing and liking his video. The video link is in the description, and I do hope that you will support my dear friend in the UK. Now, before I go any further in today's video, I do want to give a little look at this new look of Catherine as she debuts a new hair color. Oh my goodness, this looks beautiful. Well, the Prince and Princess of Wales, they've been spotted in Scotland with their children today. Fans noticed a difference in Princess Catherine's hair, and I don't know why they continue to call her Princess Kate. They're trying to dub her Kate, but she doesn't want to be called Kate. She wants to be Catherine. She has debuted a new hair color. She is looking blonder by the day, folks. The Princess of Wales was all smiles as she debuted her new look on a car journey to Sunday service with Prince William and their 3 children in Scotland. Catherine's hair appeared to have been lightened to a blonder tone. This was seen as the hair shone in the summer sun through the car window, as it was seen cascading over her shoulders. And it is not known whether Catherine has dyed her hair lighter or whether her usual brunette locks have simply lightened in the sun, with the princess no doubt having had enjoyed time outside this summer. This new look comes as Prince William and Princess Catherine, known as the Duke and Duchess of Rothesay, when they're in Scotland, are currently enjoying their summer holiday with the royal family at Balmoral Castle. They were joined in the car on Sunday on the way to church service with their 3 children. Other royals were also seen. King Charles, Queen Camilla, Princess Anne, and Prince Edward, were 2 of the king's siblings, were also seen being driven to the church Sunday. The royals are believed to be spending quality time together at Balmoral this week, a tradition they do every summer. Senior royals and the wider family all gathered together at the castle for some family fun, which is believed to involve walks, picnics, and barbecues. And you know, Harry is definitely missing his time in Scotland. I think he misses this. I think this is where he wants to be. He wants to be with his family. But nevertheless, he's doing what he's doing as a grifter. William and Catherine are believed to attend with their children every year, spending quality time with other members of the family away from cameras and the royal stage. Moving along for the Prince and Princess of Wales. Very happy to see it and hoping that this relocating to this new home will bring their family many, many years of enjoyment and beautiful memories. Okay, so what are we talking about today, might you ask? Well, it looks like this grifting couple is searching for content for their first look for Netflix because they need to survive. They need to make money. And one way they're going to do that is by grifting off of the backs of other people's stories. And we know that this is one of other stories that they're going to be trying to focus on for their first look. But Harry is trying to now talk about doing something around his mother. And I think, as others are also saying, this is an enormous risk for Harry to do this, because if this happens, mark my words here, if this happens, this is going to be the end of Harry and his relationship with his brother. Because I'm almost certain that William is not happy about doing a documentary about the late Princess Diana. There's clearly a financial reason why you want to do this. You need to make money. And you need to do things around royalty because that is where your value comes. And so trying to do something now around your late mother is proving the point that you are trying to grift off of your mother's legacy is not a good idea. I think it just cheapens you as a royal because we see the underlying motive behind you doing this documentary. You're not doing it because it's been a long time project that you've been trying to get out there for said reasons. You're doing it because you need to offer content up to Netflix, and people see that. And for that reason alone should be a reason enough to not do it. It's not for authentic reasons that validate you doing a documentary on Diana. Now, this article is saying that they are contemplating this Netflix documentary and more than likely to coincide with the 30th anniversary of her death in 2027. So according to a source, it was revealed to The Sun that if Harry wants to do this, then Netflix will be eager to sign up. They would jump at the chance. As part of their recent contract renewal with Netflix, several ideas for potential shows were reportedly discussed under the terms of the deal. Netflix has the first right of refusal for any content suggestions that the couple brings forward. Now, this agreement also includes covering the production costs for Archwell Productions. Now, we do also know that they are planning to do a holiday special in December. The couple is also working on a short documentary, Masaka Kids, A Rhythm Within, which focuses on orphans in Uganda. And it's just like, once again, you are using these children. You are using them to make money. You are using them to have content that you can make more money. It is so obvious that anything that they do around producing any content doesn't come from an authentic place of wanting to put out stories that are meaningful. Because if that were the case, you wouldn't care about putting it on Netflix. You would just do it for the sake of wanting to produce such kinds of content. You wouldn't do it to try to get money from Netflix that they talk to giving you. You know, I think if you are really wanting to be a filmmaker, you're going to get your shows produced regardless of the platform that it's on, regardless of if you get such and such $1 million. You're just going to do it because you want to do it because that's your passion. And that is a more authentic way to produce content when you are speaking about other people's stories. But the clear underlining message that people get when they watch Harry and Meghan produce anything is you're only producing this to make money, to live your rich grifting lifestyle. You're not doing it for any other reason because that's not who you are. That's not your MO. That is not something that you do for your passion. Your passion is to be royal-like and to be important and to live this very uber rich lifestyle to get any and everything that you want. That is what your purpose is. Your purpose is not authentic, so it's a big mistake. I think William will not be happy about it. I think it would be the death of his relationship with his brother, Harry doing anything around Diana. It just screams of desperation. It screams of wanting to be validated and to win the money that you could make from Netflix, because you're going to go there. You're going to go to this deep, dark place that was so traumatic for you, but you're going to go there on purpose so you can make money. That to me just seems like the low of the low. How far Harry has fallen. And if he could only wake up out of his stupidness, he will see that this is not a good idea. Now, it is also being reported that William will be uneasy about Harry claiming her legacy and will feel compelled to respond with his own contribution if Harry goes ahead, said a source. And think about it. Imagine Harry doing this documentary about Diana and how that looks through William's eyes. To William, I believe, it looks like you got that money-hungry wife of yours capitalizing off of my mother. William already does not want anything to do with Meghan, let alone having Meghan being attached to his mother via a documentary and making money. Do you know how that will send Prince William over the edge? An insider also said the possibility of a Diana project anchored by Harry played a big role in Netflix's decision to extend its deal with the couple earlier this month. So it was as if Harry had to say, when Netflix said, no, we don't want to work with you again, Harry came out, okay, I'll do a documentary about my mom and her death. I mean, imagine how sick and twisted that is, to be so afraid of losing the Netflix deal that you will sacrifice your mother so that you can make this money. That can only come from that wife of his, that Meghan woman. Do you see how Meghan has essentially been the culprit behind all of the bad decisions of this couple? But Meghan has twisted things around for herself to make money. Because we all know this is a temporary arrangement with Harry and Meghan, this union of a marriage. This is just a temporary thing to get your money and to get out. All right, everyone, we'll just have to wait and see if Harry's going to do this documentary. I think it would be a big mistake, and I think it will also spell the end of his ever going back into the royal fold. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I think, yeah, Meghan has got a grip on the things that are happening, and Harry at some point will have to realize that this is only temporary. Your wife is using you. She's using you to the extent that she can. And at some point, we hope that you wake up out of his stupidness. Someday it has to happen. I just can't believe this can go on forever and ever and ever. All right, everyone. I will see you all in my next video. Cheerio.